Hey everyone, welcome back to our Georgia Chamber policy discussion. We're here in our formal vest this time with ties in the formal boardroom here, and with a very special guest, Congressman Drew Ferguson, here to talk about both business climate and growing our global commerce network. Congressman Ferguson, you've been in Congress for over a year now. What's been your number one success you like to tout back home in the district?
Without a doubt, it is tax reform, reforming our tax code, making this the most competitive place in the world to do business has been a highlight so far. We know it's working. It's having a profound impact on Georgia families. It's having a profound impact on the business community. The economy is rolling. Good things are happening. It's been, boy, what a great accomplishment.
It's been a real pleasure for us at the Georgia Transportation Alliance to work with Congressman Ferguson and his office as a member of the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. They've been doing a lot of good things there. We've seen a budget pass in the last couple of months that is already having a profound impact from an infrastructure perspective. Talk a little bit about that and how that affects transportation in Georgia.
Well, you know, we have gotten some great things done on that. First and foremost, you know, one of the things that we were able to do is get a significant amount of funding for the Savannah Harbor project. That is important to every single Georgia business and industry. It's a great project, and I was proud that we were able to get some funding in for that. You know, other things that you may not think about, something like a nuclear production tax credit that ensures that we're going to have affordable, reliable energy going forward. That is an important part of our transportation process as well. It's important for Georgia business. We just passed the first part of the President's infrastructure plan with the FAA reauthorization. That is huge for Georgia, the importance of the aviation industry here in Georgia. That gives stability, that gives priority to that industry. We think that it's good, and going forward, listen, we know that we're going to be able to get some things in place that like the FAST Act, making sure the Highway Trust Fund is bolstered. Those are things that are important. Probably the most important thing, though, is the permitting process to make sure we can get projects done quickly and efficiently.
So, Congressman, you talked about a lot of things that we care about from the chamber perspective: infrastructure, global commerce, growing jobs. So the country, for the first time in several years, has finally seen an uptick in wages, finally seen an uptick in the labor force participation rate. People are going back to work now. What do you account for that? What do you think that the wage growth and the job growth is finally starting to get full steam?
It revolves around having the right climate for business, and we are doing that in America. We have done it here in Georgia for a number of years. Now we're doing it in America. We have the regulatory environment right. We have the tax environment right. Now we are focusing on education. We're putting the infrastructure piece in place. Our military is funded. People feel safe. It's the entire package. People have confidence that America is on the way back and America is leading the world.
So what's your top challenge for folks that are watching the webcast today? Obviously, we're headed into a key political cycle here in Georgia. With the midterms coming up, what's your challenge for folks watching today?
You know, I'll tell you, I think looking ahead from a policy standpoint, I think we've got the real tough challenges that we have are dealing with the deficit, dealing with our budget. We have to have the political courage to really address the fundamental drivers of that, the mandatory spending. A lot of that is in our welfare entitlement programs. We need our fellow Americans to come back to work, and it is a real challenge to make sure that we get those programs right so that our fellow Americans have the dignity of work and a chance to participate in this American dream. And that's one of the strongest commitments that we've got to make, is to make sure we do that part well.
We appreciate you mentioning the dignity of work. Economic mobility is a huge issue for us here at the Georgia Chamber. We look forward to continuing that dialogue with you as we move forward.
Yeah, it's important, and I believe that this nation can take these broad steps that we need to and have the political courage to do it.
Thank you for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.